your competitive years, when you
Yeah.
were leading up to the World Championship titles, what was your ideal training routine? And did it change from season to season in order to improve certain aspects of your physique?
I mean, it changed season to season in terms of bodybuilding and powerlifting.
Okay, let's stick to the bodybuilding.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So the training I do now is almost identical to the training I did back then. Nothing's really changed. So 4-day split, legs Monday, chest and biceps Tuesday, Wednesday off, back, calves Thursday, shoulders, triceps Friday. That's it. And I guess training frequency has varied between 3 and 5 days. But on the whole, the overarching thing for me has been 4 days. I've always been a 4-day-a-week kind of guy. When I did my powerlifting, I would drop down to 3. Sometimes pre-contest, I might go up to 5th day, and that would just be doing small body parts that might have needed some extra work, or might do an extra day for arms or whatever. But yeah, across the board, that's pretty much been how I've trained forever, I guess.
Yeah.
I've experimented with different things, but I always come back to the 4-day split. My training is very basic, and I'd say my sort of rep range is actually probably quite low compared to most.
Dive into that. So were you like a higher volume kind of guy? Were you doing a lot of sets for each exercise? Or were you more of a low volume kind of Dorian Yates?
I guess it's somewhere kind of in the middle. So let's start from the beginning. I do 3 to 4 exercises per body part, and I would do 3 to 4 sets per exercise, and then the rep range would be probably between 8 to 4. I don't often see over 10 reps. I mean, there's a couple of exceptions, so things like calves, shoulders, I might work in the 10 to 15 rep range, but all the compounds, they're all quite low reps. Sometimes I'm even going down to doubles and singles, even now still, and I've always done that. So I guess that's probably a fair bit lower than what most people do and what I see most people do in the gyms. And yeah, I like that. I kind of enjoyed pushing myself from, not that I was ever a full-on proper powerlifter, it was something I did, and it just came about because it was a byproduct of the way I trained, and I enjoyed doing the powerlifting. But we almost I say we, me and a few other guys trained in that way, and it was almost like we trained quite heavy and with fairly low reps. Let's just do this powerlifting thing. It's something to do off season. Let's do it. And my actual training is, it's not far off. So my reps are fairly low.
Okay. So did you find that the powerlifting was an influence on the lower reps, even with the bodybuilding goals that you had? Because you mentioned you'd go down to sometimes doubles. I'm assuming that's very exercise specific though, right? Like maybe bench or...
Yeah, bench, squats, deadlifts, shoulder presses, that type of thing. So I wouldn't really be doing doubles. Well, actually, sometimes I would do doubles on bicep curls and stuff. Not often. I think the powerlifting wasn't really an influence because I didn't really get into powerlifting until a good 2 years into my actual bodybuilding. So I'd already been training with quite low reps. I know some of the other guys who mentioned Vicky McCann, so she runs the WNBF. When we kind of got a bit more friendly, I think it was her that got us into the powerlifting, and it turned out that me, Vicky, Davey, Hannah, and a bunch of other guys from Scotland, because they're all based up in Scotland, we all just by coincidence happened to train in a fairly similar way. So it was, quite basic, moderate to low reps, and we kind of just got into the powerlifting because of that. But in terms of bodybuilding, that's what I've always done. I have experimented with different approaches, higher reps, high volume, pre-exhaust, drop sets, all the rest of it, you name it, I've tried it all. But I always kind of go back to just a basic sort of low to moderate rep range, kind of somewhere in the middle for sets and frequency as well.